Bridgestone E9 Long Drive. Co-designed by World Long Drive athletes to push the limits of distance. Thanks to extreme ball speed and superior aerodynamic flight. Engineered for you to hit your longest drive. Drive the new E9 Long Drive. Extreme distance for your game.
This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
You're throwing the tee in the ground. If your hand's not shaking, there's something wrong.
I'm in my element. It's evident that there's levels to the game. I'm in my element. Flow is like water. I'm forced to the fire. I'm feeling like gold. Gotta stay grounded, stay down to earth. Following God and you grinding. You do as you told. I don't work to make you like me, but I'm front and center. Word is Spike Lee. I'm in my element. Yeah. I'm in my element. Yeah. I'm in my element. I'm in my element. Yeah. I'm in my element. Yeah. I'm in my element.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live at the home of Long Drive. The women's division is here. Sandra Karlberg, 5-time world champion.
Six,
and Phyllis,
actually.
And Phyllis Meddy, 3-time
Four-time.
world champ.
Are you sure about this? We're going to have to get this.
We're going to have to find out at the end of the year in
I'm
Atlanta
giving
who's
these
going to win the
women
world championship.
more championships than...
Everybody's a
But,
champion.
I mean,
on
they're
this tee box.
veterans of the sport. I'm so excited to see them. If you can't tell, I'm cutting you off. I'm sorry. But, I mean, this field is stacked. Allie Mulhall, 17. I'm excited to see her. She's a legend.
She doesn't miss the grid. I watched her hit 30 balls, and I think she got 31 in play. So, I
Yeah.
don't even know how that's possible, but she is an absolute sniper with the driver. We got Cassandra Meyer. We got a bunch of the girls back, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And honestly, the one right here should be hitting too.
Look, if there's an open slot, you might see me in there. But we're going to the booth now, so stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to get under here with the Ladies Championship. Up first, Devin Casaza, Mary Driscoll, Monica Borovich-Chini.
All right, we're live. 16 women are competing right now in a round-robin format. Each lady will get 5 sets, 200 points for first, 100 points for second, 50 points for third, 25 points for fourth, and 0 if they go OB. We have Devin Casaza, who ended up winning in Denver last year, going up against Mary Driscoll, a veteran of World Long Drive, Monica Borowitz, the same, and Cassandra Meyer. So we have 3 of the 4 hitters that competed in the World Long Drive division back in 2019, along with yourself, Troy. And I know you got to be chomping at the bit right now. You want to be hitting on that grid. I can tell it. I can tell.
Can you? Can you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to, contain myself. But this is so cool to watch from in the booth watching us. And, you said Devin Casaza is one to watch, but Mary Driscoll's been at this for a really long time. She was in XLD, ULD, and that's Jeff Crittenden, right? Started that. And she said it was sad that only a few women showed up. She said one time she was the only female competitor during 2020, 2021, and she's so happy to see that. I mean, the women's field is packed. There's a wait list.
Yeah, there are really good hitters out here today that we were able to see. You got Gabby Powell is coming up here in a little bit that had 2 runner-ups last year. Avery Dovsik's going to be up in the next group, but Monica Leaving is the one that we're really going to key on in today because her ball speed just keeps increasing, working with Bobby Peterson at the One Stop Power Shop, and we're going to probably see ball speeds up to about 180. But for me to see Sandra Karlberg and Phyllis Meddy, I mean, you got the 2 best in the business, the best of all time competing today. It's really fun to see them on this tee box and competing. Right now, Mary Driscoll at 42, 342. Devin Casaza,
350.
Yeah, she just hit a nice ball at 170 mile per hour. So we're looking in slot number 1,
173. It's pretty good. 1800 spin. It's awesome.
And we talked about it on other broadcasts. This golf ball is really going to benefit
the women.
Yeah, absolutely,
I mean,
no doubt.
I was asking Phyllis. I said, "Have you tried this ball?" And she said, "Look, it's better than what we were competing with in 2019. The ball was just rock hard for us, and she's happy that the compression has gone down."
But we're going to see some big numbers today. 350 yards from Devin Casaza. Cassandra Meyer didn't make a mark. Mary Driscoll, 342. And Monica Borowitz-Cheney, 315. So Devin Casaza off to a good start. in the 2023 season. But she's looked really good the last couple years competing, and she competed out in Japan as well last year at the World Championships. It was more of an accuracy contest instead of a long drive tournament. It was like a long drive
It
tournament.
was an accuracy. It should not have been called long drive. So the women's championship in Japan was you hit.
It was an accuracy contest.
An average of your drive. So if you miss one out 350. That hurts.
Yeah, no, I remember watching Gabby, who's in slot number 1, hit it 60, 70 yards longer with 2 golf balls. But since she didn't hit 3 balls in play, the qualifying drive was like 236.
Oof.
That's gone. We're good. We're getting the longest hitters on the planet again. Someone's going to be crowned world champion, and it's because they hit the ball really, really far, and they have to hit 1 ball out of 6 in play. So right now we got Gabby Powell in slot number 1. Monica Leaving in slot number 2. Waiting for it to update here. Sandra Karlberg.
Sandra is a mother of 2 now.
Yes.
And, when she's not winning championships, she's making babies.
Absolutely. No, she's had 2. I mean, when she competed in 2019, she was
pregnant.
Yeah, 20-something weeks pregnant. And still did really well.
Right? She was lethal pregnant.
Yeah. And Chloe Gardner ended up winning the last World Long Drive World Championship.
I have to imagine, though, like, having spent the off time, raising a family, that there must be some nerves coming back to this event.
She's a pro's pro. Like I said, she's got 5 World Long Drive Championships, ended up winning a championship as well the one year that they took off. But yeah, she is ultra consistent, hits a lot of balls in play, doesn't beat herself. She's going to hit balls in play. I'm going to say, I'm really interested to see her ball speed right off the bat. If she's around 173, 174, she's dialed in. Monica Leaving in slot number 2. We're definitely going to key in on her today. 177.7.
That's great.
She is going to be really, really tough this year. I say one of the favorites to win today.
Slight draw with 2,000 spin. Is that right? That's going to be a big ball.
Oh, yeah.
What's your number on that?
I mean, if Casaza went 350, I'm going to say that one's going to be probably 360, somewhere in that ballpark, if that one stayed in play. 316. Well, don't know. I didn't look at all the numbers. Didn't look at her spin rates. That might have just dove. It might not have had a lot of spin and just fell out of the sky, per se.
Again, we're watching Monica at 175.
Yeah. Yeah, I was only able to see the 177 because we got 10 monitors in front of us, but a lot easier to see. Like right now, Gabby Powell is on the monitor. A lot easier to see her numbers: 152, 17 launch, 1400 spin, apex at 86 feet. Going to be Obi left.
I mean, if she gets that in play her, play that draw, start on the right side, that 1400 is going to roll out.
Yeah. Sandra Karlberg right now, just trying to find a number.
She's got a lot of sets.
Yeah.
Got to work out those nerves a little bit.
Gabby Powell. This one looks pretty good from Gabby. 1500 spin, 165, 17 launch, 145 feet in the air. Not too bad. What I'm liking from Monica Leaving right now is she has to get her launch up a little bit because the ball is falling out of the sky. Her ball speed numbers are really, really good. We were able to get some really good feedback from the senior division. Watching Rob Oristaglio was hitting it about 120 feet in the air, and that ball was rolling a country mile. So, right now, if the girls are hitting it 100 feet in the air, 80 to 100 feet in the air, I think that's going to be really good. Anything higher than that, 120 is good as well. So 141 feet in the air from Monica Leaving. She's at 332 in the lead as of right now. Sandra Karlberg working on a number.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody can hear it, but the music is going and the crowd is big. The crowd definitely turned out to see the women. Let me just say, they want to see us. They don't want to see you guys.
Agree. I do want to see the final 16 of the men's division, though. That was... I'm ready to see some golf balls go 225, 230 mile per hour.
What do you mean? This is ultimate. Let's not talk about the men right now. Don't you dare.
I like these numbers from Monica Leaving. 177.9. She hit about 100. I think it was 105 feet in the air.
Yeah,
that's
great.
ideal. That's optimal right there. I think that's going to be C350, if not a little bit more than that. Because Devin Casaza, 331. She's going to have to hit the ball a little bit higher than. Just a little bit higher because Devin Casaza was maybe 173 with a higher launch. So, and they did talk about the middle of the grid being soft, right around 250 to 290. So if they have to carry it a little bit farther if they hit it right down the middle, or kind of pick the left slot or the left side of the grid or right side of the grid, because the middle of the grid might be a little sticky right now, and that's probably one of the reasons why we haven't seen that big number out of Monica leaving, because her numbers justify bigger numbers. So she might have to make some adjustments and focus more left side or right side of the grid to get more roll off.
I have to say, though, this is one of the fairest grids for women. We were hitting, what event was that, Atlantic City, where our landing zone was a bunker. So it was really hard to just trust a draw when I'm aiming at a bunker.
That was terrible. It was like 25, 30 mile per hour headwinds. Guys were hitting it like 290. I think Tim Burke won with a 291-yard drive or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
I should have just gone back and gotten the 3-iron and put it in play.
My favorite was, I remember Kyle said the hardest ball he's ever hit in competition was there. He hit it 324 yards.
Humbling.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. 3-time world champion, slot number 1, Phyllis
4.
Meddy.
Look how I just keep saying 4. She deserves 4. Look at her.
She deserves 4.
Look at her embracing the environment, hands open, very zen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is a huge set. Phyllis Meddy, Ali Mulhall. She has 256 championships, like wins, victories in golf, and she's only 17.
She is an absolute sniper.
She won the Augusta drive, chip, and putt.
I can imagine she doesn't miss the grid. Like when we were in Utah, and we started talking about the World Championships last year, I go, how does Ali Mulhall lose? She's going to hit every ball in play, and she came in third. She did come in third.
Her only disadvantage is her age and just inexperience in long drive, but she has a huge career ahead of her if she figures out long drive and takes it to the course. I think, she'll leave long drive in the past. So Sarah Graham, this is her first time competing in the professional women's division. She competed in ALD.
So right now, Ali Mulhall, the one thing that you're going to look at is her ball speed. So she is a ball striker. So for her, she's going to have to be probably around 163 to 165. Later on in this tournament, and like I said, she's just getting loose. But
what was that one?
157, 158.
This is her first time putting a long driver into the bag. Normally she just plays her playing driver, but she's put in a longer shaft, I think 47 probably and 3/4 into the Sim 2.
And you're looking at the best in the business in slot number 1. Phyllis Meddy just hit 178 with a 150 height, and look at her number, 361 yards. So Monica leaving is going to have to regroup here, and she's going to have to, move up her launch. She's going to have to launch it higher, because the high ball right now, 150-foot ball in the air, is definitely better than the lower launch ball, because they said the grid, we know the grid, like with the men's division, if it's going 350, 360, but if they're landing it, we heard right around like the 290 area, it's super soft, especially in the middle of the grid. It rained so much the last couple days.
Let me just say, Phyllis Meddy already out the gate at 361. I've competed against her a lot, and you can beat her in these little 16 head-to-head. She's a different beast when it comes to the finals. She brings another gear that you just don't see, so you're not prepared for it.
How funny is this? You got 3 of the 4 longest women's hitters in the history of life, and only one of them sitting in the booth with me right now.
Hey.
You need to go get your driver and just get out there.
I know, right?
But yeah, Phyllis is just putting on an absolute clinic. 177, 178 mile per hour ball speed. That one was 132 feet. So let's take a look and let's see what that number comes back, because that was optimized right there. I don't think she could hit it much better. 341. Okay, she hit it 20 feet short or lower, and her number came back 20 yards shorter with really, really good numbers. So the high launch is the way to go. And if you look down the grid, it's not a lot of wind, but it's 2-3 mile per hour straight downwind. So
can we talk about the 17-year-old again? 5 balls in the 300s.
Yeah, Ali Mulhall, I'm shocked she went OB. Had on 1 ball, but 5 for 6 out of the grid. If there was a contest for accuracy, she's unbelievable, an absolute assassin with the driver. She's at 332. Phyllis Meddy is at 361. Sarah Graham at 301, and Sophia Arthur here on the fourth ball going 320. So Phyllis Meddy starting off the 2023 season with the longest drive so far of the tournament, 361 yards. She looks fantastic as always. The best in the business.
New longest drive of the group. Phyllis Meddy, 361 yards.
So coming up, we got Kelly Rudney, Savannah Meyer-Clement, Missy Steck, and Anna Drejos. So there's a couple of them we haven't seen here as of yet, but Savannah Meyer-Clement, Kelly Rudney, really good hitters. Kelly ended up winning in Hope Sound last year. Once again, the pride of Canada, who gets to drink Tim Hortons coffee every day. I would take a sponsorship from Tim Hortons.
I can tell.
Yeah, they need to bring like 25 of them down to South Florida. Kelly Rudney, 172. Yeah, she hits a great ball. I mean, her prototypical ball flight is just a little bit of a flat cut. She hits it high too, 145 feet in the air. So that's a good ball from Kelly if that one stays in play. So right now, the highest seeds to start off the tournament are going to be in slot number 1. So Devin Casaza and Phyllis Meddy, who started in slot number 1, ended up taking the wins there. Kelly Rudney looking good right now, 171 mile per hour ball speed. She's hitting it. That one's a little bit lower.
Savannah just hit a good ball.
Mm-hmm. Got really good tempo.
Spin, she does. Only female lefty, right?
Yeah. So Anna Drejos right now, she just put up a 168 ball speed too, moving it.
Let's talk about Missy. I think she's one of the older in the field, and 275. This is her. She said she was competing. I think she did PLDA last year, but she's excited to be out here, and she's just here to have fun.
Absolutely.
Gain experience and have fun.
There's nothing like hitting on this grid. Anna Drejos at 325 yards right now. She's in the lead. So Kelly Rudney looks like she's hit a couple good balls, just missing just a little bit. Because the ball speed and the height are there.
Anna Drejos has a really cool move. She does her tilt. She does her hip waggle. She reminds me a lot of Alex Phillips. Do you remember Alex?
Yep. Yeah, really good golfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a nice swing. I mean, very similar to yours almost. Like, I mean, you guys had very nice golf swings that just prototypical golf swing. It's not a lot of movement. It's just fast and efficient.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's like your swing's awesome. It's the same thing with like Cassandra Meyer. Her swing's great. I mean, hers is a golf swing as well.
For me, I never wanted to change my swing from long drive to golfing. I wanted to be able to just go back to playing golf. And I know long drive is a lot of timing, especially with equipment. But yeah.
Well, like today we talked about, or even yesterday, Martin Borgmeyer,
right.
All he practices on is mechanics, sequencing, and he was cruising at like 222, 223, 224, and it looked like he had just a nice golf swing. Same with Kyle, same with JJ today. Those guys make it look really easy, and like I said, your swing is nice and fluid as well. And for me, I really wanted to see you hit today. But Kelly Rudney comes back after 3 OB balls to start off the set and wins at 340. Anna Drejos at 325. Savannah Meyer-Clement, as of right now, still doesn't have 3 numbers on the board, is at 296, and Missy Steck at 275. I know it's only one set. Who do you like so far?
Well, I'm going to say Phyllis Meddy. But, I'd love to see Final 2. Mm-hmm. Can I give you Final 2?
Yeah.
Ali Mulholland, Phyllis Meddy, I think. But, Monica.
Monica leaving.
No, not Monica. Borowitz.
Borowitz. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's been faithful to long drive and
absolutely
got married, and now she's Cheney. I think it'd be nice to see any of these women up there.
No, I'm going to see if Monica Leaving is going to make that change and try to hit a little bit higher of a ball flight, or pick a side of a grid instead of like the middle of the grid. Because right now, I mean, Phyllis is 150 feet in the air at 178 ball speed with that golf ball is perfect. And it's a little downwind. I mean, she hits it high.
Borovic. Her Instagram handle is MMB Biz.
Yeah.
I thought it meant Monica means business, but it's just her initials.
Yeah. All right, so we have Ali Mulholland in slot number 1, Gabby Powell, Anna Drejos, and Monica Borovic-Cheney.
So looking at Ali Mulholland's ball right now, she's hitting these little push fades. I think it's because she just added the length to the driver. She hasn't quite figured out how to turn it over.
Yeah. Gabby Powell with looks like 110 feet in the air, 161. Gabby can hit it higher, so she's had 2 runner-ups last year.
So knowing that, I mean, you've got Monica leaving and Phyllis Meddy, Devin Casaza, that they hit in the 170s, right? Even Kelly Rudney, what are the women in the 160 range thinking about right now?
Efficiency, hit balls in play, just get a lot of balls in play because this grid is giving it up. It really is. Like if they hit certain spots. I like this little slinger right here if that one stays in play.
Yeah.
From Anna Drejos.
I mean, speaking of, in the past, Alexis Belton, she wasn't necessarily the fastest club head speed, but she was very efficient.
Yep. I mean, even Alexis Belton, I mean, she was really efficient as well. And I'm not going to say she was at the top in, like, the fastest on the grid, but she hit so many balls in play, and she's a golfer as well. Gabby just hitting it a little too high there. That one's OB right. But Gabby's improving. And that's the one thing that Gabby can do is Gabby can hit the ball high. And, she can spin it correctly at 165, 168, somewhere in that ballpark. She should do really well.
We've got a tie here. 324 Gabby Powell
and Monica.
324 Monica Borovic.
Yeah, Monica does a lot of charity events as well, so you're going to see her hit a ton of golf balls in play. So you'll see that a lot, like guys like Rob Tietmeyer, these guys that do these corporate charity exhibitions, Rob or Staglio, they're going to hit a lot of balls in play. So the problem with doing all those exhibitions that you kind of get accustomed to, as you said in baseball, throwing BP fastballs. So you got to, it's hard to create speed when you're just trying to focus on hitting balls in play, at these corporate and charity outings. But right now we got Monica and Gabby tied at 324 yards. Ali Mulholland with 4 out of 6 in play. Anna Drejos, she ended up hitting a little pull cut on ball number 5, and her ball speed was right around 165, 166 as well. And that's going to take down the set. So right now, Monica Borovic and Gabby are going to chop up 150 points. So it works once again, 200 for first, 100 for second. Underline there. All right, 50 for third, 25 for fourth, and OB gets 0 points. And the number is not confirmed until there is an underline on these numbers. So Monica has not confirmed
but
as of yet.
But she's got 2 at 324. Let's see. Could be by inches.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen this enough times where that might move to a 325. 323.
323.
A plus or minus 1, So, but the Gabby Powell ends up taking second place there, but Anna Drejos with her first win on the tee there. Let's see where that puts her. That'll put her at 300 points. It's a good start. 300 points. The bubble in and around 450. But we had 2 guys get in yesterday at 375. Then we had a guy out at 500. Putting balls in play is really, really important. And Cassandra taking some time off. It's her first time in 4 years competing. Win OB. She's going to reset. She's a veteran. She's got a lot of rings on that finger. Some belts, titles, whatever it is. She's got rings and belts. I think we introduced the belt in 2000. I think Tim Burke won it in 2013. That was the first time we got a belt. And then the rest of them are rings.
Right, in slot 1 we have Monica leaving. Slot 2, Phyllis Meddy. Slot 3, Cassandra Meyer. And slot 4, Missy Steck.
I think we're going to see some foreshadowing here. Slot 1 and slot number 2, you got Monica Leaving and Phyllis Meddy. Wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be 1-2. They're going to be going head-to-head for the championship. Both of these girls are phenomenal. And right now, Monica Leaving needs to get the ball up in the air a little bit or really throw it down that left side.
So if you watch this, Phyllis waited.
Yeah.
Phyllis waited until Monica hit her first ball.
Oh.
I'm telling you, Phyllis is sneaky.
Oh, that is either on the line, the Monica Leaving ball is on the line, or it's just OB. So she swept up the entire grid right there. Monica Leaving's first ball is OB.
That was a nice little in unison swing we just got right there.
Yeah.
So 175 down the middle. This should be big for Monica Leaving.
Yep. Didn't get the height on that golf ball, but watching Phyllis, she was sitting at 177, 178, about 150 feet in the air. OB left. Fastest ball speed of the day so far, 179.5.
355 for Monica Leaving.
Yep.
What equipment is she using? Can you tell?
It looks probably a Callaway with a Patterson. Not sure if she's using the D10 or D30 or D20, but that's more than likely what she's using.
All right, 175 for Phyllis. I'm not sure if it's going to stay in.
Just had a two-way miss here. Went right, left. So just going to settle back in. Monica Leaving looking really
All right,
good here.
we get to watch Missy. Look at Missy go. That's great.
Curious to see what this number is on Monica. She had 88 feet in the air, but this one was down the right side of the grid. So let's see what that number comes back at. 349. Yeah, so Phyllis Meddy with the fastest ball of the day, but she's kind of is having a two-way miss right now. Most of the time, Phyllis's misses are going to be just the high draw left.
Yeah.
So she needs to make a little bit of adjustment. She still has 3 golf balls to go.
Look, you can kind of see her setup right there, and she's loading correctly.
That's a
She's
great
in
ball here.
balance. Oh,
That's beautiful ball flight right there.
Guess
from
the number.
Phyllis. 183.8. Oh, that's perfect. And that's gonna roll
375.
down. Oh, that's a bomb right there. That's a bomb.
370. Easy.
That was.
Another one from Phyllis.
Drum roll.
182.
She's starting to get loose.
She didn't even hit her last ball. I don't think she needed to.
No. Oh, 351. Crazy.
351? No.
Waiting on Phyllis's. I feel like they might have got 4th and 5th ball wrong because she hit the 5th ball in play as well. Maybe
Wait,
she didn't.
what?
Wow. So
That's surprising.
she did. She did turn it over though. But it's a right to left win. So at the end of the day.
Well, you just saw her go. Did you see her go in her pocket? So I think what was happening is she couldn't get the tee down into the little lily pad.
Yeah, you got to use the T clause.
Yep.
Yep, you have to. All right, so Monica Leaving takes down the set. She hit 4 out of 5 balls in play. Phyllis Meddy only hit 5 in the going 351. And she hit a nice little high draw there. But we felt like earlier on in the day, like the mid launch was the best. But after the first set, the low ball was a little bit better.
The wind was into earlier today. Now it's kind of down and off the right side, and we'll see. We'll see.
That's
if
why you got to hit a lot of balls in play. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
like you look at the numbers that Phyllis just had, they were phenomenal, and still came up, 4 yards short. Not only that, Monica Leaving even hit another ball that was longer than 351. So she put 4 balls in play, and that's going to be important later on down the road. Is that there's hot spots on this grid, and if you hit it, you're going to get a significant amount of rollout. So. You definitely give yourself a better opportunity putting balls in play for those big numbers. Because I sat there and, the one that Oristaglio hit in the semifinal round, in the senior division, that thing rolled like 60 yards. I think he went at 396 or something like that. That was just a low bullet.
I can attest to you get distracted sometimes by achieving club head speed, ball speed. Because when I initially came out 2017, I just tried to hit them down the middle.
Yeah. Kelly Rudney just hit a laser. Let's just see how that ball lands. Big bounce from Kelly Rudney. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Still rolling. It's still rolling. And that was just a mid to low launch bullet. Turned it over right over the crown of the middle of the grid. I think that's going to be a really good number. I'd be curious to see. I mean, if that's in the 40s, 50s, but that thing rolled forever.
It did.
334. Okay.
Okay.
And that's really just comes down to, we'll look at ball speed, but that was just a little low launch, little low launch.
Right now we're watching Avery 157. The spin's a little high for me, 3,300. You want to get that down. She had a good ball at 319.
So we got Sophia Arthur here at 330.
Oh, that was a cool
Nice.
move from Mary Driscoll, 162. Did you see that little pump thing she did? Okay. Okay, Sophia Arthur, 330.
Got a bunch of numbers on the board right now. Avery Dovsik at 319, Sophia Arthur at 330, Kelly Rudney 334, and Mary Driscoll at 316. I like Mary's third ball. Kelly Rudney's hitting a great ball. 174 mile per hour, 2,100 spin, 126 feet in the air. This one's hugging down the left side of the grid. If that one stays in play,
347, Kelly Rudney.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And she ended up going and winning against Gabby Powell in Hobe Sound last year, which that's our next tour stop is going to be in Hobe Sound. And rumor has it it's a logjam of people. There were so many people at this event, they turned it into a 3-day tournament. So if you think you can hang with the big guys and the big gals, come on out. If you can hit a long way, come try out a local and regional and then compete against the best in the world.
So Kelly Rudney just bested that 348.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was 173 mile per hour ball speed. So that's really the difference is that you got Phyllis that topped out at 183 or 184 and Monica Leavings at 178, 179. And that really is what it's coming down to right now is that like when it comes down to pure ball speed later on in the tournament, she's just a few yards behind just because she's 173 mile per hour. Because like those balls that she's putting up, I mean, the spin, launch, landing angles, all that looks really good.
I have to admit, I feel a little bit of the long drive itch. It sounds weird, but I do want to get out there.
We don't have a script. We're just letting it rip in the booth.
No. Look, I have a tea in my pocket. This is bad.
That's going to be our slogan. We're letting it rip in the booth.
No script, just let it rip.
There you go. Still working on my intros.
You've got the intro.
I know.
Just trust yourself.
I just remember, like, when we first started the first one of the day, it's like we're in the round of 24, but really there's like 6 guys that are in the round of 16. That was confusing.
It was.
I'm like, they're not going to know what I'm talking about.
I hope I didn't show that in my face, but I was like, what is he talking about?
Yeah. And when you're live, you're like, oh, boy. I love it, though. They're like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds.
10 seconds. And then
Hot mic.
Right. I think the hot mic is what threw you off. You were like, oh, what am I supposed to say?
Hi.
Hello. Welcome.
Me llamo Roberto.
All right. So we have Savannah Meyer Clement, Devin Casaza, Sarah Graham, and Sandra Karlberg.
Mm-hmm. Devin Casaza with a win in the first set and a win last year, her first tour event for the PLDA in Denver.
Again, this is Sarah Graham's first event this year, no longer an amateur. So when it's your first event, you just got to breathe, let it out, and just, you don't not want to care where it goes, but don't overanalyze it.
So what was your first long drive event? Was it
Here.
a local?
It was here.
Oh,
It
wow.
was
it a pro event or a local?
okay, so it was a pro event. I just started golfing in 2010 and 2012. Art Sellinger, Remax, out here. I came with one driver, and actually we should talk about this because I came with one driver. I just bought it. It was a Ping, and they did the CT testing. and they said it didn't pass. And I was like, great. I just drove all the way here for nothing.
You already started off with a legal head.
But I tested it again, and it was some spoof, whatever. I got in the event, and I was hitting against Sandra and Heather Manfreda. And I thought I had it won. Last drive, I hit it 321, and Sandra had one ball left, and it was rolling. And I'm like, no, don't do it to me. 330.
Ooh.
But yeah, Art is, he's the papa of this sport.
He's the man.
He is the man.
I remember my first event, 2007. We're waiting. Sandra Carlberg takes the lead, got her first ball on board. Now
There
she
we
can
go.
settle in. We can definitely say she's got enough rings to fill up an entire hand.
Wait, you mean like
Whether it's 5 world championships or 6, she's got a lot of
infinity
world
rings?
titles. No, like world championship rings. Like
No,
she
you
could
know
put
what
on-
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Somebody text me what it is. The infinity rings.
Okay.
Do you not watch Marvel?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No. My son does maybe. But so yeah, my first event, 2007, was a local, and I had Victor Johansson, 2000 world champion, and then Rob Horstaglia, who finished second today to Jeff Gavin in the Masters division, and I was in the lead. I'm wearing like my Tiger Woods hat backwards, khaki shorts, which was cool back in the day, and like an untucked shirt, and was in the lead for like 3 hours because these locals lasted 4 hours. And then Rob came in and took the lead by like 5 yards. And after the first ball, he turned around and he's like, everybody go home. And my dad's sitting there. He's like, I'll give you $40 to beat him, And I ended up beating Rob. But that's how I started. And then I got to my first tour event. And I did well enough to get an exemption to Worlds. And, for me, the rest was history. So right now, Sandra Carlberg is going to win the set at 322 yards. Devin Casazza at 319. Savannah Meyer-Clement 317. And still waiting on numbers from Savannah Graham. So technically, she can hit it 323 yards or more and take down the set, but she puts up a 290 on the last ball and finishes up in 4th.
So just letting you know, it's Thanos, if you care to know. You never watch Endgame? None of them?
I'm kidding.
Where
I
have
watch
you
it every
been?
day.
Oh my gosh, I'm done. So I'm going to start calling, we need a female name for Thanos is going to be Sandra.
Okay. All right, so 8 are going to make it. As of right now, the top 8 are Monica Levy, Kelly Rudney, Phyllis Meddy, Devin Casazza, Anna Drejos, Mary Driscoll, Gabby Powell, Sandra Carlborg. Nice to see Sandra, after the OB set, take the W. So it's just as good as 2 seconds. So, because I know, no one likes going OB, but those wins are humongous, especially in these round robins with 16 hitters. Normally, if you win 2 and you get a couple balls in play, you're normally safe. 500 very rarely doesn't get in. Like yesterday, 500 didn't get in. They went into a playoff. Scotty Perriman ended up winning that playoff with 500 points.
So let's see if Phyllis made the adjustment with the tee height. It looks like she brought a couple different options. But before we were saying that slot 4 really wasn't ideal for a lot of the men. However, a lot of the women are hitting draws. So would you say that's the opposite?
Yeah, no, slot 4 is good right now. I mean, the wind, it's literally straight downwind. I mean, not straight downwind being 20 miles per hour, but it's
That's a
2,
good
3,
10.
4.
You think? Really?
Well,
I
mean,
don't know.
We're blocked by
The 10.
yeah.
That's a great ball right there from Avery. 162. Looks like it's not moving. It's on a rope.
Yeah. Savannah Meyer-Clement, 337. Good ball here. Phyllis Meddy, 179, 220, or 2100 spin, 131 feet in the air, sweeping across the middle of the grid.
Watching right now, lefty. She has 337. Savannah Meyer-Clement, 158 ball speed, but 1400 spin is great.
Avery Dovsek currently in second and 325.
We talk about we talk about spin, but you don't want it too low because then it just dives out of the sky.
I think that's what happened with Monica leaving in the first couple is that, the numbers looked pretty good, but I wasn't able to see the spin, and it just kind of fell out of nowhere. So
yeah.
she needed to probably add a little bit more spin. And that's the one good thing about, Bobby Peterson being her coach. He's going to see these numbers, and he's going to make adjustments on the fly. Bobby's got a lot of players here in this tournament as well.
Well, I met Phyllis out in L.A. at Angeles National, and we both have done some work with Pat Dempsey. Legend again, another one. So if anybody's on the West Coast or in California, he's the man.
Oh, yeah. Still waiting on a number from Phyllis. I feel like the second ball was in play. But once again, we have the flight scope technology here. And if it flirts down the left side, sometimes it's in, sometimes it's out. So we're not really sure. Yeah, 359. Yeah, okay, because that ball looked really, really good.
I mean, she's teeing it up right now, but if she just, I think, looked up at the board, she'd know that she doesn't really have to.
That, in this division right now, that's the shot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That was bombed for no reason, but
182, 1800, 122. So Phyllis's ball, if I recall, was about 131 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And a little sweeping, a little draw, just right across the middle of the grid, and went out at 359. So yeah, slot number 3 and 4 are definitely, yeah, those are the ones that you'd like to be in later on right now in the day. Phyllis Meddy's going to take down the set at 359 yards. Savannah Meyer-Clement is at 337.
I could have called that. I was just thinking that.
That one was about 10 feet lower, so I was 120. But yeah, Phyllis is looking phenomenal right now.
So where are we looking at? We're just starting set 3. What are your predictions?
Well, I mean, Phyllis Meddy and Monica Leaving, they're the fastest, and right now, I mean, they look like they're going to go head to head against each other. What I want to see, and it's going to set up that way too. If they finish 1-2, they wouldn't see each other until the final. So we're actually going to see a little bit different setup than the Masters division. They're going to go head to head against each other. So one's going to face 8, two's going to face 7, three's going to face 6, and 4 and 5. So it's a little bit different, but I like it as well. Because the way it was before was that you got 4 guys on a tee box in a quarterfinal, or ladies. You have 2 quarterfinals. They take 2 out of 4 in the top half of the bracket, and then 2 out of 4 in the bottom half of the bracket, and then go right to the semifinals. And they take 2. Calling the action with that like that is awesome and so much fun. It's just full throttle. There's some suspense, but there's a lot more suspense when it's just head to head, and maybe they're alternating shots, or maybe they're going off at the same time. We're gonna have to find out and see.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the tee now, Sandra Carlborg, Cassandra Meyer, Kelly Ruddy.
It's nice for Allie Mulhall. She's going to be in the 4th slot. Again, we said 3 and 4 kind of, I think, ideal for this field. But also, she doesn't have to watch any of her competitors. She can just stay in her own lane and focus on hitting the grid.
This is going to be an important set for her right now because she has to probably take a second or first, or she's going to be on the outside looking in here. She's going up against Sandra Carlborg and Kelly Rudney, who are putting up ball speeds. Oh, I mean, Kelly Rudney's 172, 173. Let's take a peek at Sandra. Slot number 1. And Sandra's numbers right now are right around 160, so just down just a smidge. But it's just nice to see her out and competing again.
Kelly Rudney really, steps through.
All right, Sandra Carlborg just hit a nice high draw down the right side of the grid. Let's see if it gets some rollout. It's rolling down the right side. I really like that golf ball from the champ. 340? Okay.
340.
So, yeah, Cassandra got a nice little roll out there. Little high draw, little push draw.
I know that Allie just put in this longer driver, and it's definitely a timing thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see her just turn it over just a little bit. She's consistent, but she's consistently hitting this right side, and it's either bouncing and stopping or bouncing out.
I mean, it's really just coming down to a speed game right now. 152 mile per hour. We're going to put a lot of balls in play, but Sandra is in the low 160s. Kelly Rudney 343, and it really truly comes down to a ball speed contest now because Kelly Rudney is hitting it 7-8 mile per hour faster.
Yeah.
I mean that. Well, we got to. I mean, Sandra does that say 173? What am I talking about?
Yeah. What are you talking
Whoa.
about?
That's the first time I've seen her go up with those numbers like that high. But she must have it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the team after their third set. In slot 1, Sophia Arthur. Slot 2, Ana Drejos. Slot 3, Devin Casaza. And slot 4, Monica Living. On deck to finish the set.
Kelly Rudney takes down the set at 343 yards. Sandra Karlberg second, 340. Ali Mulhall, 310. Cassandra Meyer, 305. It's going to give Kelly Rudney 600 points. So we will see her, Phyllis Meddy, more than likely Monica Leaving as well in the final 8. Devin Casaza is at 300 points after 2 groups as well, along with Ana Drejos. Mary Driscoll's got 200. Sandra Karlberg is going to improve to 300 points after that set. So Sandra's looking good. She's at 300 points with 2 sets to go.
Also that last set, Kelly Rudney 343 yards, followed by Sandra Karlberg 340, Ali Mulhall 310, Simon Meyer 305.
Yeah, like you look back at Sandra's numbers. If she did go 173, I think it probably is. There's probably some nerves going on, little nervy, and missing the face just a little bit. But if that's what I felt her numbers would be in and around was like 172 to 174. But she ended up just on her last ball hitting just a little bit of a toe hook. But it was 73 mile per hour.
Sophia looks really powerful. She's got a really long swing. It's a cool move.
Devin Casaza here, 169.
She seemed to like it.
146 sweeping across the grid. I like that number from Devin Casaza.
Yeah, she's confident. She doesn't wait to see the numbers. She just tees it up and just walks back, goes back into her routine.
That seems to be the shot right there, just right over the middle of the grid with a little draw landing down the left hash mark, as we would say, and 337. So that's going to improve.
Devin Casaza reminds me of Erin Hess.
Mm-hmm.
I just need all these women to come back. Just have a field of 32. That's what's missing.
Yeah.
Let's go big here, women.
World Championship will be 32 women.
Oh, so the World Championship will be 32 women. That's huge for our sport.
So Monica Leaving sitting here at 340. Just took the lead. Got a bunch of balls in play.
Like we said, slot 3 and 4 are really good for these women.
180. This is the fastest ball hit so far for Monica Leaving. Let's take a look. A little low. They're going back. That's normally a good sign. Did that one stay in play? It is. It's in by about a foot. Monica Leaving hit a really good ball.
What do you think that's going to be?
That was her fastest ball of the day, and she hit the right side of the grid, which is hot. So I mean that should be a big number. That should 349. Okay, just a little low. Like I said, if we're being critical, she's just a little too low. Needs to get it up just a little bit. Because I mean that's something that Phyllis doesn't have an issue with. Phyllis hits at 150 feet every time. I mean if she had to hit 170 feet in the air, she could do it.
Monica Leaving 349. Devin Casaza 337. Ana Drejos waiting on her last number, and Sophia Arthur 300.
Next up in the team, finish slot set 3. In slot 1, Missy Steck. Slot 2, Sarah Graham. Slot 3, Gabby Towell. And slot 4.
So Devin Casaza just needs to hit a couple balls and play in the next few groups, and she's in easy.
But it's still, I mean, it's still anyone's chance to get in, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, Missy Steck right now at 25 points would have to, maybe she could take a third and 2 wins. But yeah, I mean, mathematically, there's no one out. I mean, Missy Steck could win 3 straight in a row. We've seen that before as well. We've seen guys, go 0 for their first 3 sets and end up hitting 2 balls in play in round 4 and 5 and get in with 400 points. So everybody is still mathematically in this tournament.
Followed by Devin Casazza, 337. Anna Dramos, 319. Sophia Arthur, 300 even.
And if we're just looking at pure speed right now, Monica Levy, Kelly Rudney, Phyllis Mehdi, and Devin Casazza are the fastest 4 competitors.
Sandra has it in her, but we'll
Yeah,
just
like
see
I said,
when,
I just think right now, like her, I would focus more on just trying to hit that center of the club face. Slowing it down a little bit. And she's got a lot of rings on that finger, right? But she hasn't hit in 4 years either. I mean, when you're taking that much time off, there's a lot of adrenaline running through that body.
It was after the snap. Now she's back.
Yep, absolutely. Missy Steck, Sarah Graham, Pow, Gabby Powell, and Mary Driscoll. So I'm going to take a look here at Mary Driscoll and Gabby Powell. Gabby will be in and around on a good ball, probably 165, 166 ball speed. She could hit it high, too. 165 from Gabby.
1,700 spin is good.
Yeah. Now, if that one just stayed in play, that one might roll out. But the good thing about what I like about the flight scope is that it'll tell you the carry distance as well. So that one carried 286 as a guesstimation from Gabby. So let's see what that number comes back at, 325.
A lot of these women are using either the Patterson shaft or the TPT. Is that right?
Yep. And House of Forge. House of Forge is here
Forged.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah. House of Forge is well represented this week as well. Robert Kent, the owner, is here. So I think Justin James is using the House of Forge this week.
So Mary's got one on the board, 299. Gabby Powell, 325. We know Mary has the speed, but it's going to be about finding the center of that club face for her.
She's a gamer.
She's got this new move that I haven't seen in them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it's giving her the accuracy she wants, because she is another fierce competitor.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to see Sarah Graham put up a number on this one. Happy for her. Happy that, women just come out and try it. She, too, looks like she's trying to stab the lily pad.
Yeah, you got it. The T-Claw just eliminates all of it. You just put it in the ground, put a T on it, you're good. And if you're trying to put a regular T in and without the T-Claw, it's pretty difficult.
Looks like we're waiting on the last number from Mary. She looks anxious, like she thinks she had a good one here on this last ball.
Gabby's last ball. Once again, just sweeping across the middle of the grid down the left side. That seems to be the shot right now.
Yeah, so slot 3 is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, come to the tee now, starting us off on set 4. In slot 1.
Gabby Powell looks like she's going to take down that set. That will give her 400 points, which will put her into tied for 4th.
The men are so fierce when they come out. Women are just all smiles. We're good hit, good job. Good luck. See you in the next set. They need mics out here so you can hear us. We're very different.
Yeah. I heard a nay.
I did too.
I heard a nay bomb. Talking to Kelly Rudney, Pride of Canada. And there's some good, well represented. We got some competitors from the UK. We have Australia. No New Zealand guys this week, but Canada, obviously.
New Zealand lady.
Yeah. Oh.
And Phyllis
Mehdi. Oh, I was thinking the open division, but yeah, Phyllis. I mean, she's really good. She said she flew in from Atlanta.
This is true world long drive.
Oh, yeah.
you know, in 2020 when we shut down, at least for the women, I felt like it wasn't long drive without having the ability for everyone to compete. And being quarantined, Phyllis, you know, stuck in New Zealand and Chloe not here, back from South Africa, I thought it was, to me, just wasn't the same having everyone out.
Hearing the voice now over the PA, Monica Living. I've been calling her leaving for 2 years. She's never.
I
never
said
corrected
leaving
me.
because you said leaving.
No, I said it because you said it.
Nuh-uh.
If it's Monica Living, I'm going to come up and ask her after.
328 Monica Living, which is, yeah, Monica L
Yeah,
and Monica B.
Monica BC.
That's right, BC.
So Monica Living and Kelly Rudney, they're in. They both have 600 points apiece with 2 sets to go. This will be important for, you know, Monica and Kelly because they probably want to get like the 1 or 2 seed, you know. They won't have to go up against each other, whatever. I know that they would all want to try to miss Phyllis Meddy until the finals.
I was always so lucky and so blessed to have to go head to head with her.
You don't want to see.
Like
you don't want
every time.
Yeah, you don't want to go against Phyllis in the quarterfinals.
No, I'm telling you. I don't know what she does on her break, but
Monica hit a nice ball right here. 162 right down the middle. 1,500 spin, 111 feet in the air. Monica Living 180, 2,000 spin, 157. That's her best ball of the day as far as ball flight and height, and it's covering across the middle of the grid. Let's see what those numbers are. That one should be pretty big right there.
okay, Monica Living just switched shafts. I wonder what the switch was or what the thought behind that was. The CPM on this one looks a little bit lower. So I think she knows, okay, 333, I've got that in. Let's test this out. Let's see what kind of numbers I can produce with this.
Still waiting on ball number 4 from Monica Living. I believe that was her biggest ball of the set. It had to have been.
Did I say leaving again? Living? Oh, my gosh. You messed me up, Bobby.
No, Seamus Powers messed me up because I heard him say Living, and I know that, you know, he's always at the one-stop power shop, and that's where Monica practices all the time. 362 yards. That's her longest drive of the day, and I believe she is tied with Phyllis Meddy as well at 362 yards. 150-plus feet in the air, 2,000 spin.
Wow, ideal.
180 ball speed. Perfect shot. Right across the middle of the grid down the left side. That's the shot 100% right now in the ladies division.
So if any women are listening or listening in the future, it's really important to get your numbers off of a TrackMan or a launch monitor of any sort. Go to your local golf shop. Like, go find one. I know they're super expensive and hard to find, but, you know, find a local coach that you can work with and really fine-tune your, not only your swing, but your equipment. And get out here. Come try it.
Go get a flight scope.
Oh, yeah, flight scope.
Go buy 20, 30 of them. Go buy 100. Buy 100 of them. I don't know if the guys from Flight Scope and Harris, but they're our gosh darn partners for the rest of the year.
We're going to go hide in a tent
We're
for a
hidden. No
second.
one can see us right now. They can't hear us.
No.
They can't hear us.
Just don't watch later. Skip the last minute.
Can we edit that out? All right. Monica Living, 800 points. Kelly Rudney, 700. Phyllis is if she has matched up against Kelly, which I'm not sure, the way a tiebreaker would work, if they had the same amount of points, is how did they match up against each other? So if Kelly Rudney actually beat Phyllis Meddy, then Kelly would have the higher ranking. That's how that works. My story, and I'm sticking to it. Santa Carborg, we're going to key in on her. 164.7 mile per hour.
That was a good ball we just watched from Mary Driscoll. All right, tuning into Phyllis Meddy right here.
We have an absolute bare minimum of 8 world championship titles on the D-Box right now.
What Phyllis does really well is her shoulders are never overly tilt.
All right. Sandra
175.
really likes this shot. We talked about the little sweeping hook. All I'm concerned about is the height. 109 feet in the air, 170 mile per hour ball speed, but she's hitting the hot spot of the grid. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a 345, 350 ball from Sandra. 324. A little bit too much movement, and like I said, 124 feet, 104 feet. She has to get it higher. Has to hit a little bit higher. No spin on that golf ball at all. 1,000 spin.
Okay, 325 for our first ball for Phyllis. She was watching her second ball a long time. I think she might best that. She just looks really calm right now. I think she knows she's in and conserving that power.
Sandra back at 174 mile per hour. She's looking good here. Here we go. So right now, she'll probably make an adjustment. Don't know if Bobby Peterson's listening or not or watching, but she needs to hit it higher, and she has to bring up that spin. The ball's kind of falling out of the sky right now for her. I mean, she's at like 1,000, and so she was just keyed on the screen for us. So we have 10 monitors in front of us, and if they're not keyed in, being like the featured hitter,
that was a little quick for her.
Yeah, the numbers are really, really small for us to see the actual spin. So that one's 1670, so a little bit better.
Again, as I was saying earlier, go get a flight scope, a Mevo Plus.
Absolutely, go
More affordable
buy
options.
300-400 of them. You know, use the discount World Long Drive. I don't know how much you're going to get off. You might not get any off, but you know what? You're going to buy a flight scope, and by golly, they're our partner for the year.
Oh,
discount. They'll give a discount.
We just
All
got
right.
word there's a discount. So if you're
Yes.
listening now live, this will not be posted.
Look at what you did. You just brought them so much business. They love you. They're
There
going to
we
give you.
go.
They're going to give you an X3.
I mean, it doesn't only just help your long drive. I mean, you can use the Mevo to improve your golf game. The Mevo Plus works with your phone. You can bring it anywhere.
Mary Driscoll sneaking in last ball at 331.
She was in the slot 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one.
Sneaky, sneaky. You might have just picked up a $16,000, $17,000 monitor.
Hey,
Well deserved.
you know, like tissues, right?
Chess, not checkers.
But you know tissues. Most people say Kleenex, but that's the brand. So we've just been brainwashed into saying brand name. So I apologize in advance, or in retrospect.
No, you're playing chess. I like it.
Oh, you think so? I'm
Yep.
not that. I've never played chess.
341, Phyllis Meddy, last ball, takes the lead. Phyllis Meddy is going to have 700 points. Mary Driscoll's ball actually comes back at 310. Sandra Karlberg's going to pick up 100 at 324, and Adrejos at 311. So Sandra Karlberg, 400 points right now, but like we always talk about, those OB sets, if she had 425, she would be safely in fourth place. Right now she's tied. Gabby Powell still hasn't hit, but Mary Driscoll's at 275. So Sandra Karlberg's looking pretty good right now. Savannah Meyer-Clement, if she wins, she'll be at 400 this set. But Gabby Powell needs to hit a couple balls in play, and she should be good. Phyllis Meddy, Monica leaving. Kelly Rudding, Devin Casaza looking great so far. And right now, Cassandra Meyer has the horsepower to go win-win here. She can go win-win and still get in at 475 points. So she's not out. No one's out still mathematically. There's a chance where they can get a couple wins and still get in. Big set for Savannah Meyer-Clement, sitting at 200. So if she does get a win, she'd be at 400, which is a good number going into the fifth set. Gabby Powell working on a number here.
Sophia is in the magical spot here in slot 3, 305 already.
And we got Gabby Powell. Hit ball, far. The Pride of Hope Sound. So she'll have a home game here next tournament. I like this ball from Gabby. This one looks like it's 124 feet in the air, sweeping across the middle of the grid, 161.8 mile per hour. A little bit of a miss hit for Gabby.
But we just watched Savannah right now, 156. I think that one stayed inside the left side of the grid, maybe. Should be big.
So, Gabby just needs to get a little bit more spin on her golf ball. That was a little bit of a miss hit for her. Pow, 166.8. I like this better. Like the Apex. 115 feet in the air. More towards the middle of the grid. But that ball got a little bit of rollout.
Sophia definitely has the ball speed. If you're watching and you're interested in, competing out here, also look at your club face and path. Really know how to get back to center. How do you just go back to finding the fairway, right? Really own your swing. Okay. I think Sophia just found the fairway here, or the grid. Oh, it's rolling. Okay.
So right now, I've watched a couple of Gabby's last couple golf balls, and she's landing at kind of in that soft spot right around 290, 295, and not getting the rollout. Like, she really has to get down the left and right side.
Okay, Sophia Arthur, 293. This is her last ball. Oh, it's going down the right side. And it stayed in. Let's see what this last ball is. I said the right side, and it was the left side.
And Savannah's got
These
just a
numbers
really
are
efficient swing.
Yeah.
Like, really, really nice swing. Putting a lot of balls in play. And it looks, as of right now, that she might take down that set. We're still waiting on a couple numbers from Sophia Arthur and Gabby Powell.
Okay, 299.
She's in at 299. Gabby Powell still does not have a mark on her third ball. She had a couple good balls. The third ball was a little sweeping hook down the left side.
We also don't have Savannah's last ball.
Correct.
The anticipation.
Oh, yeah.
So let's look at the bubble. Who's sitting pretty and
Monica
who
leaving
still has a chance?
Yeah, Monica leaving, Phyllis Meddy, Kelly Rudney, Devin Casaza. Devin Casaza still hasn't even hit in her fourth set, but if Gabby Powell takes second place, worst case scenario, she'll be at 500, so she's in. Gabby's going to be in.
Let's
Kelly,
look at Ali
Phyllis.
Mulhall, Monica, BC. Do they still have a chance if they do well in these last two sets?
Well, right now, Anna Drejos is going to be at 400 points in seventh. And Savannah Meyer-Clemmer are in seventh at 400. And Anna Drejos. So there's a logjam at 400 right now. So if Ali Mulhall wins this set, she's still going to be 25 points behind Sandra Carlberg, Savannah Meyer-Clement, and Anna Drejos.
So like I said, adding those 2 inches didn't necessarily benefit her. It kept her kind of just hitting down this right side. But she is in the magical slot 3. Devin Casaza right now in slot 4.
And Avery's not out either. I mean, Avery could go win-win here and have 500 points. So this is a big set. Devin Casaza just needs to put numbers on the board right now. She just has to put balls in play. She needs to play a little bit of golf. Ali Mulhall picking up the pace right here as far as speed. She's at 154 here.
Great.
But yeah, we can really see that middle of the grid is not going anywhere. It's where they're landing it. The grass is a little brown. It's wet. It was wet there. Talking to Bobby Peterson earlier today, he said that he went out there early this morning and it was soupy out there. Balls weren't landing or going anywhere, and he was more concerned about the 250 to 290 yard area, especially in the middle.
Well, Devin Casaza just hit a bomb. Unfortunately, just rolled out. But it was, let her just hit that starting left. Bombed.
She just has to hit a ball and play right now. That's it.
She's thinking it's her swing, but it really could just be set up. She's in a difficult slot.
Avery putting on a clinic right now. She's got 3 in play. In the lead. Be a huge win for her. She'd have 300 points. Like I said, she can go win-win and have 500. So she's not out. She's been working a lot at my old golf shop, 5-Star Custom Golf, Curtis Kelly, and also at the One Stop Power Shop.
She's able to kind of sling it across the entire grid. She starts from left to right. I think we finally got one in for Devin Casaza. She's on her last ball. I'd love to see her just slow it down.
Avery put it on a nice clinic right now, 5 for 5, improving as well, 325 yards.
All right, come on, Missy.
And Avery's ball speed's good too, 164. It's a, I said, big set for Devin. I mean, she has to hit balls in play right now. She's going to put herself, essentially on the bubble right now at 400 points if she does not get a ball
come on,
in play.
stay in. Oh, it's easily 2 feet from the right edge. Easily on her last ball. They're walking to it right now. Drum roll.
The infamous last ball. Did Devin Casaza sneak in here and put up a number?
I don't know.
I've seen it so many times where you'll see like 340. Right here. Avery going 6 for 6. Lighten it up. Ali Mohal, 309. We're looking at Ali Mohal's numbers like she's literally landing it where there's no roll. That's why you're looking at these numbers. And it's kind of the same thing with Avery. She might have hit the left or right side of the grid right there and got next to her on a roll because she's not missing the face. There you go, 334 Devin Casaza in the last ball.
She had it. She just had to, like I said, step back, readjust, go back in, bomb it.
Yeah, and that right there, I mean, there could be some OB sets, but right now, I mean, everybody seems like they could be mathematically. The only one that's potentially mathematically in that just hit is Ali Mohal.
She moved up to 10.
Yeah, because she can take a first and have 425, but like literally, Anna just needs to hit one in, Savannah needs to hit one in, and Sandra Karlberg needs to hit one in. So if they hit one in play, it's essentially the only way would be if they took fourth and have 25 points, and then Ali Mohal would have to win.
So here we are, round 5. We have Cassandra Meyer, Anna Drehos, Sarah Graham, and Avery Dovsek. She's hitting again, but now in slot 4.
Yeah, that was the last ball. Devin Casaza at 334 ends up taking the lead there, and Avery would have been at 300 points right now. Now she's at 200. There's still a chance there could be an OB set. You never know. So Anna Drehos, Savannah Meyer Clement, Sandra Karlberg, one of them can go OB. If Avery wins, they would be in a playoff.
So Avery just hit one up the middle, and it's running.
Mm-hmm.
It's still going. There might be a hard spot right there.
Cass Marie, 320. Avery, 321.
Anna Drehos just hit a great one. Little cut. Another, again, that spot right there.
Anna Drehos, 169 mile per hour. Ball speed, too. She's moving it.
She is.
Looks like she's hitting a little bit of a cut, too, Anna Drehos here in slot number 2, and now she's at 328. Big set for her. She's in play right now, which right now, if you're sitting at 400 points, you got to hit balls in play. So Mary Driscoll, if she wins, she would be at 475.
If Anna wins? Is that what you're saying?
If Mary Driscoll wins, she would be at 475.
Oh.
And they're not matching up against each other right now. Like all the girls that have 400 points, they're not. Well, Anna's not matching up against Sandra or Savannah. But if you're just tuning in, we're live in Mesquite, Nevada, the home of Long Drive. 16 ladies are hitting right now in a round-robin format where the top 8 advance.
If you were just watching that last swing, that was Anna Drehos. She has a really good ball speed. That one wasn't her best. She tends to get under it just a little bit. Really proud of Sarah Graham. She was ALD amateur long drive division and 292. Great ball.
Avery's putting on a clinic, putting a lot of balls in play right now. To be expected. Same thing with Cassandra. I mean, Cassandra's hitting a lot of balls in play too. Like very, very efficient golf swings.
I think Anna Drehos' last ball was in, so
Oh, look at Cass coming up there with a 329, taking the lead.
Sandra Carlborn. Slot 2, Sophia Arthur. Slot 3, Missy Steck. And slot 4, Monica Bortovich-Cheney. On deck, Mary Driscoll, Savannah Meyer.
I like how
Ali Mulhall, Monica Living.
Seamus is saying the names. Like, I mean, he's given the accents and everything. He said Monica Bortovich-Cheney. Bortovich-Cheney. Well, that was a good set there for Cass Marie. She had a bunch of balls in play. She might have even gone 6 for 6. And ended up taking down that set. And Drejos is safely in at 500. So now, Mary Driscoll could potentially sneak in depending on where Sandra's at.
So
If Sandra takes second place or better, she's in. If Savannah Meyer Clement takes second place or better, she's in. So that's really what it's going to come down to right now. They have to take second or better, but that means Mary Driscoll would have to win. So if Mary Driscoll doesn't win, then Savannah Meyer Clement just would have to hit a ball in play, and Sandra would as well. It's kind of crazy how this all plays out. Ali Mohal still has an outside chance of getting in. Outside chance.
yeah. Missy Stack is great. Another one that she's just so excited to be out here. She's just laughing, and that's what it's about. Not so serious, having a good time.
Sandra Karlborg putting one in play here, which is important. If Monica wins this set, she would have 400 points, but Sandra Karlborg takes the lead, 340.
You know what, Bobby? Look, watch this. When Sandra tees it up, okay, so she walks back. She does, the Sandra jump is back. I haven't seen that one.
I love it.
Who does she remind you of right here? Look at that. Look at this tall left shoulder, the extension.
Di Ciambino? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he...
I didn't even have to say it. 352 from Sandra. Maybe that's the move. Maybe that's what works.
She's starting to find the center of the club face. Yeah, because when if they're not really keyed in, as mentioned before, it's really hard to see the ball speed numbers just on this monitor. I mean, I can get really close to it and see, but there was a lot of high 150s, low 160s, and I'm like, what's going on here? And then all of a sudden, 174. I'm like, okay, she's just not hitting in the center of the face. She may be slightly anxious, a little nervous, but now she's starting to settle into the tournament. And the 5-time or 5-time World Long Drive champion is
the conditions here are different, right? For where everyone's coming from, Sweden. It's colder. This is warmer. She traveled here. Time difference. She's just getting her body ready.
Yeah, I mean, Sandra's got a training facility at her house, so she's got that luxury.
But like we said, indoor facilities and indoor setups, it's a little different when you come out here.
Yep. But yeah, Sandra Karlborg starting to settle into the tournament.
I love to see this. Monica, 329. Monica Bortovich-Cheney.
Sandra's in.
Monica means business. And Missy Stack, 260. Let's see if her last ball is in. Sophia Arthur, still waiting on her last ball as well. 318 is her longest so far.
Slot 4, Monica Living. On deck, the final group, Gabby Powell, Phyllis Betty, Kelly Rudney, Devin Casaza.
All right, so we're looking at Savannah Meyer Clement. If she takes third or better, well, if she takes third place, she would have 425. Ali Mulhall would have to win in order to tie her. If she takes third if she takes third or better, it's over. Savannah Meyer Clement just has to take third or better, and she's in. So the top 7, the field is set. Monica Living, Phyllis Meddy, Kelly Rudney, Sandra Karlborg, Devin Casaza, Anna Drejos, Gabby Powell, without even hitting, is in. And then Savannah Meyer Clement needs to take third or better in order to advance. Oh, no, Mary Driscoll. Mary Driscoll sitting here at 275. All right, big set here for Mary Driscoll. Because because really, at the end of the day, Savannah Meyer-Clement's going to be going up against Monica Leaving, Kelly Rudney, and Phyllis Meddy.
Yeah.
I mean, Mary Driscoll has a really good chance here. She has to win this set. Savannah Meyer-Clement is going up against her right now, so extremely important right now for Savannah Meyer-Clement to get a ball in play.
Honestly, right now, if I'm knowing I'm on the bubble and I've got to win this, I'm taking my time. I know that the clock is ticking, but again, if you get 4 good balls out there, that's money. I don't need to rush to hit all 6. Okay, so Monica just hit a good one. Not Monica, I'm so sorry. Mary Driscoll. Actually, they both hit a good one, but I'm pretty sure Monica Living maybe further out there. Another one. Oh,
ball.
Wow.
Little flat cut, just like 2-yard cut. And it kicked left. You see that?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
no,
wow.
hers kicked right. Okay, we got a
No,
pink
hers
ball.
kicked right.
Yeah, and her and then and ball slot number 3
I'm
kicked
going to
left.
guess 347 on that one.
I'll take the over. Just
You'll
because.
take the over?
Yeah.
Another one. She's hitting
she-
these low. What
she's
is the
locked
apex
in.
on that? 349.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
I win.
So rude. What is the apex on these balls? Who are we watching right now? Mary Driscoll. 108. 108's a little low, I think, for this wind.
All right, Savannah Meyer-Clement has a ball in play, which is critical right now because Mary Driscoll is currently Mary Driscoll has to win the set in order to advance. And Savannah Meyer-Clement would be in 4, so Mary Driscoll could get in, and she's got 4 balls in play. And it's
Okay.
just coming down to ball speed right now. I mean, Monica Living's sitting right around 176 to 180 all day.
So you can see Allie Mulhall is already done.
Yeah.
Before the next event, I think get used to the longer driver, maybe even go back to the shorter one because she's comfortable there and learn to take her time. But she hit some great balls, 323, 17. It's amazing.
That's funny. So Mary Driscoll she popped it up. She hit a pop up to the second baseman, but she hit 5 balls out of 6 in play. And, really truly just comes down to a ball speed contest. And, Monica's just on fire right now. 349 yards. She's going to take down that set. She ends up sweeping the field and with 1,000 points. And to be expected, her and Phyllis Meddy are the fastest, on the planet right now or on this tee box.
Have they met before? Not like meet, like nice to meet you, but on the tee. Have they met on the tee before? Have they ever competed against each other? Or is this the first time?
You know what? I don't think Monica competed in Mesquite last year. I think the first time I really saw her was in Utah when she ended up winning that tournament, and she even entered a qualifier, a men's open qualifier, and won and got in.
Monica?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
wow.
mean, she's super fast. And the ground's really hard in Utah as well, so you can use the ground to your advantage. I remember Kanani Lodge. We had one at One Stop Power Shop. There were 24 guys, and she made the final 16. It was awesome.
Good for her.
Yeah, and we missed her. She ended up winning the 2021 PLDA World Championship, and Kanani was the first to ever push the 190 mile per hour envelope. I mean, she even got up one night to 196 mile per hour.
Amazing.
This is unbelievable. So everyone that is currently hitting right now in this group is in. Gabby Powell, Phyllis Meddy, Kelly Rudney, and Devin Casaza are in. I don't think they're thinking too much about seeding, honestly. But as it sits right now, Monica Leaving will 100% go up against Savannah Meyer-Clement. 1 versus 8. Because she cannot... Monica cannot be caught. She's won every set. Devin Casaza could potentially pass Phyllis Meddy and Kelly Rudney to take the 2nd overall seed. But
That's a good one from Phyllis right there.
So if Phyllis wins this set, then she would meet Monica Living if they didn't match up in the finals, based off of rankings.
Mm-hmm.
And so the one thing I'm looking at Kelly Rudney, she's just hitting good balls, out in play, putting up numbers.
She is.
Because her longest ball of the day so far is 348, but they're in and around that every single set. And what I like about this setup right now in the ladies division and even in the masters division is that this is they're just rolling. They 5 sets, no breaks. You're gonna have to hit 8 sets. You're gonna have to hit 64 balls to win this tournament, and it's over. I mean the open division, there's multiple days, and I said a little bit of a break. I mean they got to hit 24 balls earlier today in the round of 24, but Martin Borgmeyer, Josh Koch, I'm trying to think, Colton Casto. Ryan Gregnall. Who else? There's 2 more guys that I'm missing that ran through it. That only they didn't have to hit this morning.
So we have 3 ladies right here: Phyllis Meddy, Kelly Rudney, and Devin Casaza that are cruising at 170.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that Phyllis and maybe even Monica Living have this other gear that we'll probably see in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Phyllis is fun. She's she's always, her best balls are always her last or her second to last.
Yeah.
Oh,
The 2 names I did remember. It's Mark Costello and Ryan Riesback. So the 6 guys
yes.
you had Costello, Riesback, Josh Koch, Martin Borgmeyer, Ryan Gregnall, and Colton Casto that ended up having, they got to sleep in today, relax, take their time, and the rest of the guys ended up hitting 24 golf balls to make it to the round of 16.
so it looks like without the last 2 numbers, Phyllis Meddy is ooh. 355. Whoa, that was big. Like
Starting
I said,
to feel a wind shift.
second to last or last ball for Phyllis Meddy always.
Yep.
And
Field
then-
is set.
Yep, 328 for Kelly Rudney, 324 Devin Casaza, and 319 Gabby Powell.
Pow. So your top 4: Monica Living, Phyllis Meddy, Kelly Rudney, Devin Casaza. Then we got Sandra Carlberg, Gabby Powell, Anna Drejos, Savannah Meyer-Clement. It looks like Monica Living and Savannah will go up against each other. Phyllis Meddy against Anna Drejos, Kelly Rudney against Gabby Powell, and Devin Casaza versus Sandra Carlberg.
That was a lot of action. That was really fun.
Yeah, I like these heads. I mean, the heads-up matches are going to be fun.
These were always so stressful for me. Honestly, I wouldn't look at the scores. I just waited till the end.
Mm-hmm.
Kept my head down and hopefully had enough points. They're tough, mentally tough. It's very different.
So Seamus is giving me announcements of what's going to happen here in the next few minutes.
You did the point breakdown already?
I did.
I know. You're just so efficient.
I'm telling you, that Wellington High School education, public education, by the way, my senior year was a joke.
Why?
Because from 8:30 to 10:30, I had, is it English? It's the only language I speak. And then the next one was like on-the-job training or OJT or DECA. I think it was called DECA. I literally did nothing my senior year.
Were you drafted then?
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. My English teacher was good friends with, grew up right down the street. And she's like, Bobby, you're going to play professional baseball. Don't worry about it. Whatever. But I still got my A's. I technically got straight A's my senior year. I had like 3 classes. But yeah, from 8:30 to 10:30 one day. And then one day I had 8:30 to 1. But yeah, I had zero intentions of going to college. The cool thing was going on the official trips, though. I went to USC.
Oh, so you went on these vacation trips because you
Yeah.
knew you were going to go play
Yeah.
baseball.
Yeah, my favorite was Arizona State.
Really? Over
Yeah.
USC?
Well, no,
Okay.
because the coach, Pat Murphy's like, Bobby, you don't have to take like the test or whatever they are going to give you, like a psychological or whatever. They asking a bunch of questions. He goes, this would be your number if you came to Arizona State, but you're not going to come here anyways. You're going to sign with Florida State, but you're not even going to go to Florida State anyways. You're going to get drafted in the first round. So enjoy your 3 days in Tempe and Scottsdale. I'm like, okay. But I ended up signing with Florida State. LSU was fun though too, but like
Really?
those football games are crazy.
Wait,
Yeah.
so what did you do on these official visits?
I mean, we would take a peek at the campus, and then obviously you would go out. They would take you out a couple of the nights, but you would always go during football games. So I went to USC. It was Carson Palmer's first game. I think they played like San Diego State, and I went to Arizona State versus Arizona, and I ended up going Kentucky, LSU, and then Florida State, Florida, which was awesome. Sitting on the field, Florida State, Florida. This was when they were like all undefeated. Like, oh yeah. Good times.
So you can catch, if you're still listening, you can catch every single World Long Drive Tour competition right here on World Long Drive YouTube channel.
The amateur, senior, women's, and open division championship will all be available on the Golf Channel. Stay up to date on everything World Long Drive. Follow us on social at World Long Drive.
So I think we're going to have a little bit of a break, and we will be back with more action with the men and the women and crown our 2023 Mesquite champion.
You can cut the tension with a knife. You can cut it with a knife.
Can you? A butter knife.
Introducing the new Bridgestone E9 Long Drive. Co-designed by World Long Drive athletes to push the limits of distance. Thanks to extreme ball speed and superior aerodynamic flight. Engineered for you to hit your longest drive. Drive the new E9 Long Drive. Extreme distance for your game.
This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
You're throwing the tee in the ground. If your hand's not shaking, there's something wrong.
I'm in my element, it's evident that there's levels to the game. I'm in my element, flow is like water, I'm forced to the fire, I'm feeling like gold. Gotta stay grounded, stay down to earth, following God, and you grinding, you do as you told. I don't work to make you like me, but I'm front and center, word to Spike Lee. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element.
This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
You're throwing the tee in the ground. If your hand's not shaking, there's something wrong.
I'm in my element, it's evident that there's levels to the game. I'm in my element, flow is like water, I'm forced to the fire, I'm feeling like gold. Gotta stay grounded, stay down to earth, following God, and you grinding, you do as you told. I don't work to make you like me, but I'm front and center, word to Spike Lee. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element.
Ball's already in the air for Devin Casaza
We
and
are-
Anna Drejos. We're live. We're back.
They have reshuffled the players. They are going based off of world ranking right now. So Devin Casaza is ranked number 1, going up against Anna Drejos, ranked number 8. Monica Leaving will face Gabby Powell. Savannah Meyer-Clement will face Phyllis Meddy. And then Sandra Karlborg will face Kelly Rudney. Whoever wins the set goes to the semifinals.
Devin Casaza's hot out the gate. She hit 2 really quickly. The first one, it was good. It was in 321.
Looking at the flags, they're blowing a little left to right now, so a cut would help out. So slot number 2 would be a slight advantage if you do hit a cut. But most of the ladies we've watched hit today are hitting a little turnover, a little right to left.
She
Devin-
isn't. Sorry, I was going to say she's in that perfect slot. She just seems to be rushing a little bit. I don't know if that's nerves. But Anna Drejos is really taking her time.
Mm-hmm.
But she's, Devin's favored to win, so don't waste fast swings.
Big high ball out right here for Devin Casaza. Anna Drejos' third ball did go out, OB. It kind of hugged down that left line, and her numbers are pretty good.
She has an entire minute left, and she has 1 ball left.
Yeah.
I think she just went too quickly, and she's favored to win here. So Anna Drejos has an opportunity to get 2 balls in, 2 good balls.
If
was
that
a
one
good one.
stays in play, that one's hugging down the left side of the grid. Let's see if it bounces. Ooh, we saw some dirt fly up.
Oh, it's moving.
It's still rolling, still rolling, still rolling. I see an orange golf ball out there that's a little bit longer. That one's going to be really close.
I can't tell. Her body language didn't tell me that she loved it. It might still be in play. It might be long enough to beat these numbers from Anna. She's got 1 ball left.
308. Yeah, it looked like, Devin Casaza's ball is clearly farther from the tee box.
All right, here it is.
OB left.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh,
OB
wow.
left. All right, Devin Casaza is going to win this first match right here.
Only 1 ball in. The first one, 321.
Can I say who are you picking? Can you pick yet or no?
Okay. I'm just going to pick Phyllis. I'm going to own it.
I think that's a solid choice.
Monica Living could give her the run for her money, but I'm picking a good competitor.
Let's
good
not
friend.
count out the
Sandra Thanos.
The one that's got a lot of rings on her finger.
Collecting infinity rings.
A lot of world
like
championship
Thanos.
rings on her finger. Yes. Sandra got better and better as the tournament
She
on.
did.
You started to see her settle in. She's got so much experience. She's won all over the world, and but still, she hasn't stood on a tee box and stared down the barrel of a grid in 4 years. So, little rusty out the gates, went OB, and then you just saw her get better and better and better. Her ball striking improved as well, where we saw her fastest ball speed at 174. Monica Living was at 180, and then Phyllis Meddy topped out at 184. And both Phyllis and Monica went 362 today. With that was the longest drive so far in the ladies division. All right, Sandra Karlborg, 5-time world long drive, world champion. Kelly Rudney ended up winning in Hope Sound last year in the PLDA division, ladies division. But Kelly was right around 173, 174 too. So this is an even matchup right now. And right now, the wind isn't going to be much of a factor. Sandra hits a prototypical draw, and Kelly hits kind of a flat cut. Not too much movement on Kelly's ball. And a flat cut being like she'll hit it probably 130 feet in the air, and it moves a couple yards left to right, not too much.
That was a good ball for Sandra.
Sandra, 164, slight miss hit, 107 feet in the air. But what we're looking at is that if she throws it down that left side of the grid, there's significantly more rollout if it lands right around 290. If you hit it between like 270 to 290 in the middle of the grid, it goes absolutely nowhere. You're seeing balls at 305, 310. 317 from Sandra. Kelly Rudney put her hands in the air. She might have hit a pop-up to Derek Jeter at short. Still plenty of time left. Kelly Rudney working on a ball right now, putting a number out there. That one's OB left from Kelly and OB right from Sandra. So it looks like Kelly's just shutting that face down at impact. Just a little bit of pull. Kind of saw that with Rob Oristaglio in the finals against Gavin. He knew he had to step on it. Just pulled it, just a little pull. It was straight, OB left, started OB left. Sandra, this one is turning over just a little too much. Fighting down the left side. Depending on the bounce, that one may stay in play.
Oh, it's close.
Still don't know if that's a big number for her. 1,600 spin.
But at this point,
it's a number.
It's a number, right? Kelly Rudney doesn't have one on the board. She has her last ball here. We saw her hitting so well just a few moments ago. I'm not sure what she went and worked on the range, but you see her trying to groove her swing right now.
If I was her, I would just aim right center of the grid, or like center of the grid with a cut. Nah, she turned it over. Sandra Karlborg's going to win. You're going to see her in the semifinals. Kelly's ball is landing now, OB left. But there you go. All the way from Sweden.
Such an inspiration to be a woman and to have a family and come back out here and compete. So cool.
Yeah, and look at Sandra fist pumping Phyllis.
Look at her eyes.
They have so many world championships,
see
combined.
That little hop?
They don't even know what to do with. All right, so Phyllis Meddy's going to go up against Savannah Meyer-Clement.
Savannah is very consistent. She did really well in slot 3 and 4 earlier. She plays a lefty draw, so we see her going left to right. Be interesting to see her in slot 2.
I think right now, it's going to be a ball speed contest.
You think so?
Well,
we just saw Kelly Rudney just go.
Right now, let's just say, if Phyllis Meddy was left-handed, I guarantee you she would rather be left-handed in this set. Look at the flags. The flags are going a little left to right.
Oh, you're right.
But it's going to come down to ball speed here. Phyllis is just going to try to put a good ball in play. If I was her, just stare her down the right center of the grid with her prototypical draw, and that's. That should probably get the job done, but Savannah Meyer-Clement is a great hitter, and she is coming in as the 6th seed up against Phyllis, who's the 3 seed.
But see what she did so well there. Like I said, she has that left-to-right ball, and she just plays it across the grid. It stays in.
Yeah.
It's a number.
So Phyllis just took an absolute smoothie right there. 171, that's the slowest ball we've seen her hit all day. I think that's just a veteran nurse. Like, I'm just going to put a number on the board and just to have a number. And she knows she's plenty fast enough. 171, ball in play. I'm going to say she probably hit about 325, somewhere in that ballpark.
Phyllis is, you're right, she's so smooth, but you never really see her jump out of her shoes or jump out of her posture. You see her use the ground. She does that very well, but her
good ball.
her stance, she just balanced.
If this one hugs down the left side, so they said Phyllis got a ball in play, and this one kicked dead straight. So this one down the left side from Savannah, I think is going to be better than 311 right now. Phyllis Meddy right down the middle.
With the draw. Oh, it's staying there. That's going to run forever.
Carried it past that patch, too.
Goodbye.
Oh, this one's gone.
I don't even see it anymore.
Oh, it's
a mirage.
Yeah, no, that thing bounced about 10 feet in the air and just kept rolling. Right now, Troy and I have a really good view of the ball flight, which is awesome.
We've stepped out of the tent. Now we can see both the hitters and the ball flight. We should have started out here from the beginning.
No, this is good. I like.
Okay,
I like
over
the spot.
under on Phyllis, 320. No, 330.
No, that was 345. Easy, 345 easy.
Okay, then I'll say 346.
Okay, I'll take the over 340. 372.
Ooh,
My bad.
372.
She hit a high draw right down the middle, and that thing bounced. I'd take way over that.
I apologize to Phyllis if you're listening back. 372. See, this is what I'm talking about. I knew that we always, because it's based on ranking, I would always go head-to-head with Phyllis when we made it to the top 4. And sometimes you just got to laugh that, it is about the ball speed. And if I was able to get up to the 80s, but, my first event here with Phyllis, she's a different competitor.
Yeah, no, that was a perfect shot. High draw, right down the middle, bounced high, and just kept rolling. So that we're going to see some monster numbers from in the open division if it's going to be rolling like that. All right, so we got Pow Pow up against Monica Living. Monica and Phyllis have looked phenomenal all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the new longest drive of the group. At 372 yards, Phyllis Meddy advances to the final 4.
He just announces 372 as the other 2 women are walking onto the tee. No pressure.
Well, if anybody can get to 372, it's gonna definitely be Monica Living.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's produced 180 mile per hour ball speed. The good thing about Gabby, she hits a lot of balls in play and she hits it high. And right now, the high ball is definitely working. I mean, Phyllis hit that one probably anywhere between 140 to 150 feet in the air. We're not necessarily looking at the monitors right now. I mean, we were looking at the monitors early on in the last couple of days, we're watching ball flight right now, live in person. We're sitting off to the right here and have a perfect view of these golf balls flying.
Now that it's later in the afternoon, I'm definitely feeling that gust coming over the mesa.
That ball is ripped. Obi left. Gabby right down the middle. Pow Pow with a little draw down the left side. Is it going to carry far enough to get that big bounce? That's the question. It kind of checked up a little bit. Not too much roll out there from Gabby, but I'm going to say that's probably right around 325, 330-ish. Monica's OB. Gabby's starting to step on the gas a little bit. 321 from Gabby Powell, which is a number.
I know this is funny, but for men out there that are watching that don't have this kind of ball speed, I would watch Monica living, and take some tips just in her stance, her setup.
Right now, I'll say Gabby putting a ball in play, and she's made multiple pop up from Monica. That one's going to be in play, but that one's going to be
so
short.
Monica's got one 336. She just looked up. I saw her look up. Ooh, okay. I saw that she dropped the ball off the tee. There's a little bit of nerves there. We've got some adrenaline. She's going to slow it down now. She's got 336 on the board.
All right, this one's going to stay away from the middle of the grid, but is that one going to stay in play or not? Gabby Powell down the right side of the grid. Oh, bad kick. This one kicked right. It just literally took a hard kick right. Because that one was a good ball.
So, Monica just launched this last ball. I don't know the numbers, but I'm telling you, she's going to push. I think we can see a 350 out of her right now. Adjusting the glove, her swing, her stance, everything.
So right now we're looking at landing angles from Gabby. That one's where I'd like to see her hit that, and that one was kind of, I would say probably like 46, 47 degrees of landing.
Did you hear the crowd right now? I'm telling you, Monica's, she just said, okay, Phyllis. I see your 370. Let's see what I can put out there.
So like Gabby's last ball, I like the height on her golf ball, but it was kind of it wasn't like the plane that's landing. It kind of was falling
Down.
at an angle, and there's the number 313.
That was the biggest swing I've seen from Monica. She reached way back.
Ooh, Pow Pow, a good ball right here, right down the middle. That's very similar profile to Phyllis's. Now it's just a matter of did she carry it far enough to get that big bounce. We saw some dirt fly up.
355. I think I said 350, didn't I?
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to say Gabby's last ball is better, but we can see a ball that's significantly farther. I can see that golf ball of Monica's down that left side that's at 355. Yeah, Monica and Phyllis are doing phenomenal today. They look great, and the favorites are
favoriting?
Yeah. Yeah. So Gabby improved a little bit on the last one, 322, but
The only upset we saw was in the first group, right? With Kelly. No, second group. Kelly Redney.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Was Kelly going up against Sandra? That's not. I mean,
Oh, right.
I mean, Sandra hasn't competed in 4 years, so hence
Right.
she doesn't have
But in
world
terms
rankings.
of points, right?
Yeah.
From what we just saw, yeah. Let me retract that again.
This is brought to you by FlightScope,
Thanks to our flight scope numbers, we are able to see.
the greatest launch monitor on the planet. I tell you, they haven't missed all week.
They got the Pro, the Mevo Plus.
I'm telling you, they have 25 guys bare minimum right now at the grid. They're doing phenomenal. Making our life easy here in the booth.
Monica Living and slot 3, Devin Casaza.
Oh, no. Does that mean... Okay, so we have Monica Living and Devin Casaza going up against each other, but that means Phyllis Meddy and
The
Sandra
best to
Carver.
ever do it are going to match up in the semifinals.
Iron Woman and female Thanos. Oof.
Yep.
We shall see.
Mm-hmm. We have Monica Living here in slot number 2, Devin Casaza in slot number 3. Monica just coming off a 355-yard drive against Gabby Powell to take the W.
Okay, predictions here.
I mean, it's going to come down to ball speed. And right now, Monica's...
You think?
Yeah,
not,
I mean...
Not nerves, not adrenaline, not
that 350,
mishits?
she just hit a 355.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a break. She's in rhythm right now. Devin took a little bit of time off. She was the first to hit. But rips it right down the middle. Devin
Wow.
Casaza with a good ball. Let's look at her numbers. 59, miss hit slightly, but you know what? It's a number. It's a number.
So mishit, little bit of a fade, would you say, or was
She
it
had
a draw?
little,
I can't see.
It was almost dead straight.
Okay.
Not too much movement.
313.
Yeah.
Oh, 311. Okay.
This one's higher. Just once again, I'm looking at the landing angles from here. This one kind of looks like it's falling out of the sky, which won't get too much movement.
Oh, sit down. I mean, you want it to sit because you don't want it to go out, but that's a big ball.
That one's past. I can see the orange golf ball. The yellow one's just slightly past the orange right now. Devin
330.
Casaza is definitely going to hit it farther than 311. Her second ball was farther. Monica Living, they're at 341. Monica,
No,
if I have that good a depth
Oh.
perception, they look almost like they're right next to each other.
Yeah, they do.
345. All right, here we go.
Oh, this is such a good match.
345 for Monica Living.
Just
Devin
down the left side just now. Oh, you can see it on the launch monitor. 171 ball speed. Oh. Okay, like we saw in the earlier sets, Devin already has a good ball. She's got 341, just 4 yards behind. I like that she stepped back this time and take your time.
They both hit really good golf balls, but yeah, 13 miles per hour faster.
361
Yeah.
out of Monica.
Yep.
But I think her fourth ball just hit
Her
that.
ball flight is so good right now. It really, really is. I'm looking at landing angles, and Monica's landing angles is more of like the plane. It's landing and it's still rolling instead of it falling out of the sky. And that's one of the reasons. Granted, she's faster, but her landing angles are better right now, and that's one of the reasons why she's in the lead.
So I'm not sure about Devin's last ball, but Monica's got one left, and I mean she could technically just look up and see that she doesn't have to hit this one. But
Well, if I can recall, I mean, I know that Devin Casaza did go 360 plus on this grid before, so definitely had it in the tank. But like I said, she'll come back, she'll study the video and look back at the broadcast, and maybe she works on her landing angles, but she's number 1 currently ranked in the world for a reason. Put up a great showing, semifinalist in the first event of the year, but Monica Living is going to be in the finals as expected. And here you go. You got 2 legends walking up right now, and they have a lot of rings combined, world championships, and it's fun to see them back on the grid in Mesquite. Phyllis Meddy, Sandra Karlborg.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a drive of 361 yards, Monica Living advancing into the championship match. Coming up to the tee now,
Both of them have
in slot
giant
2,
smiles on their face.
in slot 3, Sandra Karlborg. The winner of this match.
So here we go, the best to ever do it. The 2 best to ever do it. Matching up. Phyllis has looked phenomenal all day, and Cassandra has progressively got better and better and better as this tournament.
Sandra.
Oh, Sandra. Sandra, my bad. Well, take it back.
Yeah, take back.
I'm in jail. 5 seconds. But, Sandra and Phyllis in the semifinals.
I think knowing that you've gone against this person before, and I saw them kind of talking to each other and probably reminiscing under the tent, I think it makes it a little bit easier. A lot of the nerves probably just fell off their shoulders, and now they can just show us what they've got. I love it.
They have competed all over the world against each other.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the 2 best to ever do it.
This makes me want to come back.
This is awesome.
The most. I like that Sandra has that little hover move.
High draw, a little bit too much movement right to left there.
No,
might be a number though.
That's
Might
her
be a
number. That's the way she gets numbers on the board.
Phil is flirting down that right side. Looks like it's gonna go OB right.
It's funny. One's got the draw, Sandra, and she's in the further right in slot 3. I feel that they should switch.
Yeah.
Make the switch for their own ball flight for the better of this competition. We want to see big numbers.
A little bit too much movement right to left right now with Sandra. And then
And
Phyllis is flirting down the right side, but that one's going to go B as well. I feel like Sandra has a number on the board. I mean, it's probably, I don't know. Let's take a guess. We're getting good at this. 320, 315, 320?
310.
Yeah. Yeah, she took up a lot of space right to left on the first one, but she has a number.
No, she does not.
That first ball didn't go in?
No, it went out.
Wow.
I mean, I want to yell for them right now, but I think it would just throw off the entire mic. Just ruin the sound system. Come on, ladies.
Phyllis got her hands to set there, and she is barely missing outright. I mean, she is. This one's landing, going to probably land in play and bounce outright. So Phyllis is OB. She is flirting with that left or that right side of the grid. Sandra's going to hit a high draw.
I'm telling you, it's just the way that they are on this tee box. They just needed to switch.
Yeah.
And it's really going to be about, can we line this back up? I'm not going to change what I do well. I'm just going to realign, readjust.
Sandra's got a ball in play. I mean, she has a number. Phyllis is going to be OB left. She's going to be down to her last 2 golf balls. Sandra at 309.
Okay. This is tough. But like we've seen from Phyllis, she does really well in the second to last and last ball. I don't know if she likes that extra pressure.
Yeah, I mean, she's barely missing outright those first couple balls, and that one's way outright.
Uh-oh.
So she's down to her last ball.
Sandra just guyed her last ball. Come on, Phyllis. Just slow it down. Slow it down.
All right. OB left, so Phyllis is going to go
Oh,
OB.
my gosh.
Yeah, her first 3 golf balls are just flirting down that left or that right side. Sandra Karlborg's going to take the W here.
Wow.
And she'll be in the finals.
Wow. Oh, wow. That was a turn of events.
But, yeah, 2 world champions giving each other hugs.
I love them.
Yeah. So yeah, Phyllis, tried to make an adjustment after that third ball, and then went out left, and then tried to make the adjustment back, and went out right, and then went out left on that 6th ball. And Phyllis is probably the nicest human being I think I've ever met in my entire life. She's a great competitor, but an amazing human being as well. And obviously she'll be back. And just like she looked phenomenal all day today. And that's the one thing about when you get into the final 8, anybody can win.
Yeah.
An OB set is definitely possible. And Sandra didn't hit her best ball, but she put a ball in play, and that ended up taking the win. And now it's going to be her and Monica Living in the finals.
Wow. I mean, you were thinking earlier that Sandra might not even make the top 8.
Well, it was
close.
just based off the numbers, because here we are. If it's not keyed in on our camera, it's rarely difficult to see the numbers. But every time I took a peek at Sandra's numbers, she was like 158, and then all of a sudden, boom, she hit 174. And we've been doing this long enough to kind of be like, okay, well, maybe she's just missing the center of the club face, and because she definitely has the speed there. She's capable of going, 172 to 174. So what she needs to do right now, focus on center punch, not too much movement right to left, because right now she's hitting a big sweeping hook, and the flags are going left to right, so that's going to not help her. So she needs to focus on trying to hit it maybe a little bit lower and tighten up the dispersion.
Yeah.
But Monica has looked phenomenal all day.
She
right now,
really has.
She just needs to settle in, put a ball in play. I mean, I'd like to see Monica just put a 175 ball out there at about 130 feet. OB left for Monica. Sandra. Tighter ball. Ooh.
Oh.
That's a tumbler, too. That's a tumbler. That's a Dave Mobley tumbler. Saw the dirt kick up, and it's rolling.
What are the numbers on that? 171? Was
rolling.
it?
That one's rolling.
Wow.
That one's rolling.
1,200 spin.
Yep.
Nuts.
So that one didn't stay in the air that long, but it did get some good rollout. Monica with an absolute bullet down the left side. If this one stays in play, this one's going to be a big ball. She got a kick right. That one's going to be close. We have one in play down the left side. So Sandra Karlborg at 320.
I think the spin was too low, but
like I said, it was a little tumbler. And you have to carry it a little bit farther than 290 yards right now. But Monica's second ball takes the lead at 325. Sandra Karlborg still has 4 more balls to go. She's 6 away from the lead.
Oh, it's such a good ball, just too close to this left line. But she's in the better slot for her ball flight. She really is. She wants the crowd. She wants the crowd to pump up and cheer for her.
I want to see Monica hit it outright. I mean, she's
outright?
looking. She actually is looking. Well, I want to see her hit it down the right side of the grid. She's looking left right now. Ooh, this one's right down the middle. I mean, 2 yards right of center, right down the middle. Big kick. This one's right down the boulevard.
Still rolling. That was a good ball.
Good ball.
Sandra's going to need to pull all of her strength and really, she was really quick on that last one on the downswing. 344.
I like that height better. She hit a high cut in a cut win. Is this one going to stay in play? Monica Living with a big ball down the right side. Oh, and it takes a humongous kick right. That ball was a bomb.
We talked about this yesterday with a cut wind. It's not really beneficial to play that draw.
If that was in slot 1, that would have gone 365 yards. That ball was ripped from Monica. All right, Sandra Karlborg's down to her last ball. She has to go 345 yards to take the lead.
Pressure makes diamonds.
She got her hands to set, too. This is a big ball. This is a tumbler, though. You can kind of see it getting on the ground a little too quick. No spin on Sandra's. Oh, 183 mile per hour, Monica letting it go. And she hit a cut. Like I said, that's the shot shape on this. Or is that the ball from her earlier? That was awesome.
What was it?
Well, we're going to wait on that last ball, but Monica Living has won the first event of the year in Mesquite, Nevada at 350 yards. Sandra Karlborg is back after taking 4 years off. Congratulations to Monica.
Sandra, where are you going? Come back. Come back. Congratulations, Monica. That was incredible to watch. 350. We want to talk to Sandra. That must have been intense to go against Sandra. How is it being back in competition?
I mean, I'm so excited. I'm getting goosebumps right now, and I was so nervous this morning. I don't know, but I'm so happy to be back competing, and I'm so happy to be back in Mesquite. And I'm so happy that so many nice, good players coming out. Ladies, they are so amazing that the ladies division is growing, and you are doing so fun. It's so fun to watch you, and well done, well done.
Well, thank you so much, and it's great to have you back.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy.
You can take the mic. Okay. You want me to hold it for you? I can hold it. Monica, 180 ball speed. That was nuts. 350. What was it like being here, the first World Long Drive event of the year in Mesquite, and to win here?
I mean, I don't really have words for it. I used to watch it on TV with my dad, so that's pretty cool. Just being with, legends like this and hitting on the same tee box is a dream come true. And, just being able to, put work in and see the result is really, really fun. And the adrenaline is definitely unlike any other.
Let's talk about that. Coming from watching it on TV to being here on the stage, what have you worked on and what's working? What are you going to keep doing?
Controlling my breathing is definitely one. I tend to get really pumped up, so that is definitely something I'm watching. And just kind of focusing on one shot at a time and, honestly not really thinking about who I'm hitting against, just trying to hit my best ball each time and just focus on myself.
What are you looking forward to this season, from yourself or just from the tour itself?
I mean, I'm just excited to compete on this stage, compete against these amazing women. And exactly as Sandra said, I mean, we have a great group of girls that come out, and it's just a great stage to be on, and I'm really happy it's back. So I'm just looking forward to more of it.
Well, congratulations, Mesquite 2023 Women's Division Champion.
We're live. All right. Yeah, Monica, what a tournament for her. I mean, her and Phyllis were the favorites coming in, and Phyllis ended up going OB against Sandra in the semifinals. But Monica is tough, and that last ball was 183 mile per hour. So she is going to be a force to be reckoned with the rest of the year. And but well-deserved win, and just nice to see Sandra back. Listening to her talk in the post-game interview, she said she was nervous, but yeah, she's human. She's got 5 world championships, but it was just really nice to see her. But we'll be back here in a little while. Monica Living ends up taking down the title here. So we got some winners in the booth today. Jeff Gavin, the front runner to win it, and then you had. Monica taking it down there. But we'll be back at 3:30, the men's open division, the round of 16. All the big boys are still in. We're going to have some fun. Let's see some 450-yard drives. We'll be back right after this.